Welcome to Go Social and Grow Your Business, an exclusive presentation just for the very valuable members of the Dustin Matthews and Dave Van Hoos seven-figure Speaking Empire family. I'm Seth Greene, I'm your host, and I've got a quick question for you. How many of you would like me to show you the exact system that is generating 270 opt-ins for only $250.95, 28 event attendees, that's actual butts in the seats, for only $1.91 each, 686 website clicks at 35 cents each, 29 new customers at $95.05, 41 consultation appointments for $2.71 each, and 82 legal prospects for $314.94 or $3.84 each. Believe me, this is something to smile about. We have a ton of material to cover, and it's something you have not heard before. How many of you have a Facebook fan page for your business? How many of you are frustrated? Are you frustrated with the number of actual leads and real trackable sales attributable to your Facebook efforts? Would you rather put a gun to your head than spend one more minute trying to figure out all this social media marketing nonsense? How many of you have a competitor with more customers than you, but you know you do a better job than they do? Drives me nuts when I see that. If I could show you a way to put your marketing message in front of your competition's customers, how many of you would want to get that? Imagine what your business would look like if you had prospective new customers interacting with you every day on autopilot. So why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about Facebook? Well, believe it or not, 6 months ago, I would have told you that Facebook was probably a waste of your time. I know that is heresy for a social media marketing guru to say, but it was true. Everything changed. Why did everything change? Let me tell you. We all have these in our wallets, right? Credit cards. And when you signed a contract with Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover, there was a very lengthy privacy policy attached to that contract where they agreed to never sell your data. But guess what? About 6 months ago, we signed a deal with 3 of the largest processors of credit card data in the country. Now, there's a difference between a credit card provider and a credit card processor. So Visa is keeping their word. They are keeping your data safe and confidential. However, should you take your credit card, let's say, to a bar or restaurant, and the waitress goes and swipes the card, there is a merchant processor that is handling that transaction. That credit card processor that's providing that merchant account has a deal with the business, the bar or restaurant that you just ate at. They don't have a deal with you. They have no relationship with you as a customer. Their relationship is between Visa and the business. So they have no privacy policy in regards to your transactions. They can and have sold that data. Now, that data on your credit card transactions, whether they're physical, you walk into Barnes & Noble and swipe your card, or whether you punch in your credit card online, same data. That data has actually been available for as long as there's been credit card processing. However, historically, to get access to it, you could only use it for direct mail, and you had to buy a lot of it. You couldn't say, I want to market to 300 people in my town, for example, of Buffalo, New York. You couldn't do it. They wouldn't sell it to you. You had to presumably mail, nationally or your entire state. You had to do large volumes to justify spending the cost to get that data. The other thing about that data is the recency of that data. When you buy a mailing list or rent one to Craig Simpson, one of the direct mail gurus that I know Dustin follows and I follow, will tell you there's an acronym that matters, RFM, recency, frequency, and money. Frequency is how often do they buy, money is how much did they spend, and recency is when did they last buy. Typically, this credit card data for direct mail was 30 to 90 days old. That was called the hotline data. You wanted, when you bought a list, you said, I want the hotline prospects. And 30 prospects who bought something 30 days ago cost more than prospects who bought something 90 days ago, right? Because it's hotter. Well, now, because of technology, I can literally get within 24 hours. So here's the deal. The thing that made this all revolutionary and took it from mailing lists and 30 to 90 days old is I can now take that credit card data and append it to Facebook in real time. So what that means is I can see your ideal customers based on what they bought on their credit card yesterday, literally within 24 hours. I can see where you ate lunch yesterday. I've been interviewed a ton in the media on this, and it's funny. I've done the #1 talk radio show in New York City. I've done talk radio all over the country. I've been on NBC, CBS, Fox, LA Times, Wall Street Journal, Boston Globe, Miami Herald about all of this. Those aren't syndicated press releases that I paid for. This is real media coverage. And it's funny, like the talk show host will say, can you dig up dirt on me before the show? I want to see what you can find. And I'll come on the show and I'll tell them, and they'll freak them out because I'll tell them, I see you went to Sky Zone yesterday for your kid's birthday party. You have a charge for $500 for Sky Zone for a birthday party. Oh my God, how did you know that? I had one talk show host that I said, is there any topic that's off limits? And she said, no. And I said, okay. I noticed you must be having some health issues. She said, what are you talking about? I said, you have 2 copays in the last 30 days at a spinal clinic. She goes, oh my God, I get my hydrocortisone shots for my back there. And they freak out. So as a father of 3 little kids, this scares the crap out of me of where this is going. But as a marketer, I'm living on this. Because think about this. I can get someone who bought something yesterday. And you know what else goes with your credit cards data? Your credit report. I can see your mortgage, how much money you owe on your house. I can see your car, when you bought your car, how much you paid for it, what make and model it is. I can see where you work. I can see how much money you make because you pay taxes on it. That's on your credit report. I can see how many kids you have. I can see everything. So this is why everything changed about 6 months ago, because we could append our data to Facebook in real time. So it's technically 5 to 6 months old. That's why I'm telling you now. Imagine if you could have mastered Google AdWords 15 years ago when it just came out, and you could buy clicks for pennies, literally 1 cent, 5 cents, 20 cents, in niches that now cost $1, $2, $5, $10 a click. That's what this is. That's why Dustin wanted me to share this with you, because this is the wild, wild west right now. And we are literally printing money for our clients, and I can show you how to do the same thing. So who do we do this for? Obviously, we've been endorsed by Dustin, Dave, and Speaking Empire. This is Jack Canfield, guy you might know. 500 million copies of Chicken Soup for the Soul sold. The biggest book-selling author of all time, other than the Bible. He's one of our clients. We do this for a lot of other household name folks as well, both in the marketing world that you're about to see some examples of. I'll share with you actual campaigns we ran for them and actual results. So all the way down to bricks and mortar retail, whether you're a dentist or a lawyer or a financial planner, it doesn't matter. If you're trying to reach people, if you need traffic to your, so you got your signature talk from Speaking Empire done, so you need traffic, right? You need people in front of that signature talk. So if you need people, attendees for a webinar, if you need physical ticket sales, seminar attendees for butts in the seats at an actual workshop, or traffic to your video sales letter, or traffic to your opt-in page where people sign up and they watch their signature talk online. I can now get you micro-targeted, a tsunami of the right, highly qualified traffic because they bought yesterday. So let me back up just a second and tell you a little bit about myself and how I got here and why you should listen to me other than what I just shared with you. So I originally went to Syracuse University for undergrad, and my major was acting. I was literally going to Syracuse University to become a Broadway star. That didn't so much work out. You'll see why in a minute. So my senior year, I decided to produce with two of my friends, an interactive murder mystery musical by Charles Dickens called The Mystery of Edwin Drood. We rented out the Shine Student Center because it was a bigger theater than anything our theater department had. It was a giant production. I had a cast of over 40 of my friends from the drama department. And we had dinner. We served dinner. The audience voted on who the killer of the murder mystery killer was. The ending changed based on who the killer was. So there were dozens of different possible endings they could pick from. It was gigantic. Went to the Student Government Association, got the funding. 6 weeks before we were opening night, the Student Government Association called us back in and said, "We screwed up. You're a brand new student organization. This is a monumental undertaking. We shouldn't have given you so much money. We have to cut your budget in half." And I had a choice to make. I could decide to cancel the show, tell all my friends, tell your parents, cancel their tickets, their plane tickets, there's no show. Or I could find a way to finance the show myself. So I took every credit card application, pre-approved, that I could find. My friends and I all got them out of the junk mail. I filled them all out. I sent them all in. And I got a ton of credit cards. And I charged half the budget for the musical on the credit cards. The agreement I made with my two friends was at the end of the musical, whatever money we didn't make back in ticket sales, they would get credit cards, we'd do balance transfers, we'd split it 3 ways, and that would be like our debt that we would owe. Show happened. I didn't know anything about marketing then, so we didn't sell enough tickets. My friends went to their parents and said, "We need credit cards to take over our portion of the debt for the musical." Their parents said what mine would have said had I asked permission. They said, "No way." I was left holding the bag. I was left with all the credit card debt, which I had no way to pay back. So I had to go bankrupt. I'm not proud of it. I went Chapter 7. And based on that experience of borrowing money I didn't have to gamble on something that I didn't know what I was doing and not being able to pay back, I decided to become a financial advisor. So if any of you have seen this movie Boiler Room, the main character there, his name is Seth, just like mine. I went to work for a Fortune 500 financial services firm. There were 6,700 reps in that firm. I was 6,699th. I was one up from the bottom. I made 300 cold calls a day, interrupting strangers, asking them, during dinner, asking for money. I was that guy. And that really sucked until something changed. In my spare time, I am a professional magician. I bought a marketing course for magicians that was advertised in a magic trade journal. I implemented the marketing course for magician, which I bought from a guy by the name of Dave D., who you might know, Chief Marketing Officer of Glazer Kennedy Insider Circle now. And I doubled my prices to become the most expensive magician in Western New York. And I became the busiest because I changed my marketing. Now, I didn't get any better as a magician. I didn't learn any new tricks, but I became a much better marketer. And that's what made the difference. So I called Dave D. and I said, "Would this work in my real job as a financial planner?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Where do I get it from?" He said, "Guy by the name of Dan Kennedy." Changed my life. I went to Dan. I did a consultation with Dan back when he still did them. And Dad said, "You're doing everything your industry teaches, cold calling, begging for business, all that stuff. It's all wrong. Write me a 6-figure check and I will change your life." I went home to my wife. I said, "Honey, I know in the last 12 months we got married, we bought our first house, and you quit your job to be a stay-at-home mom to our first son. But I need to go borrow more than our mortgage to go hire this guy Dan." And she said, "Are you crazy?" "Absolutely not." Well, she didn't say it that nicely, but that's basically what she said. I came home the next day and said, "Honey, you don't understand. I just made 300 more cold calls. I really need to hire this guy Dan." And she said, "No, I told you yesterday. There's no way." 30 days later, I had asked her every single day for 30 days. She said, finally gave in and said, "You better pray this works." I hired Dan, and Dan increased my revenue as a financial advisor in 435% in the first 2 years. He took me from 6,699th at A.G. Edwards to top 30 nationwide out of 6,700, top 30, competing against, and I was about 26. So years old at the time. So I literally went from bottom of the barrel to top in the country, competing against guys who had been building their practices longer than I had been alive, thanks to Dan. I said, "Dan, this is amazing. What do I do next?" He said, start teaching other people how to do what you did. Become an info marketer." I said, "How do I do that?" He said, "Start a marketing firm." I said, "Okay." Literally, there are no accidents. The next day, I got a phone call from the VP of marketing of a very large company. You're all probably members of it. You'd know what it was if I told you, but for confidentiality reasons, I can't. Has something to do with your car, just so you know. So he said, I apologize, I can't use you as my financial advisor. My brother-in-law's my rep. But I got your marketing material, your free report that I requested, and it's better than anything we've got that sells our services. Can I hire you to build one of those for us? Lead generation magnet. And I said, I don't know. How big a check can you write? And he said, well, here's what my budget is. And he told me, and I said, you can hire me for that. And that started Market Domination, which started out as just me writing one lead generation magnet for one company, and grew to one of the fastest growing direct response marketing firms in the country. It's now me and almost 30 employees. We represent everyone from local bricks and mortar to Fortune 500 companies to household brands. It's been an incredible journey. And I get to work with the legends in this business, people that I look up to, that I watch from stage, whose products I bought when I was learning, now pay me every month to do this for them. So it's an incredible, incredible journey. I also wrote 3 best-selling books along the way. Financial Advisor Marketing Magic, How to Make New Customers Appear Like Magic. That was my first one. Second one was Real Estate Marketing Magic, How to Sell Your House in 2 hours, because I used this credit card data to sell my own house in 2 hours. So then I wrote a book about it. And Cutting Edge Marketing Magic, the world's top marketers share their secrets, where I interview 15 of the top marketers in the world. And I've got 2 more books that are about to come out, presumably in the next 60 days. So what works on Facebook? Because if you've tried it and you're frustrated, like 98% of the businesses that are on Facebook, it hasn't worked the way you wanted it to. It hasn't lived up to the hype or the expectations. And it's probably because you're doing it wrong. And there's nothing wrong. It's not your fault. No one taught you what works. Most of the $7 ebooks that are out there, or the $200 courses, or the books you can buy at Barnes & Noble, it's all just crap. It's not run by people who are running millions of dollars of ad spend on Facebook every day. It's just not. So they can't see the billions of data points we can see. They can't see credit card purchases. So they don't know what works. Here's what works. This is an example of a post we wrote for North Canton Orthodontics. Now, you would think for an orthodontist, you should write about orthodontics, right? You should write about braces or Invisalign or dental implants. That is not the case. Because if I'm a dentist and all I post every day is about teeth, and you're a potential patient, how long are you going to follow my page? How many times a day are you going to go check and see what I wrote? Twice. The first day, the second day, you're going to say, oh, he's posting about teeth every day. I don't have a toothache. Who cares? And you're going to unfollow my page, unfriend me, or stop paying attention. What we found is you have to post stuff that isn't necessarily related to your business, but that gets you seen as an expert in the same arena. So in this case, this is a post we did for North Canton that worked really, really well. It's about diabetes and obesity and how they affect how you respond to treatments for other cancers. And that you can't see it because I cut it off, but there's a link to the study with the news article about this. But it got tons of people commenting, sharing it, because everybody knows somebody that either has diabetes, is overweight, because 80% of America is overweight, or has been touched by a condition like cancer. So people shared it and commented it, and it generated a whole bunch of buzz, a whole bunch of comments, a whole bunch of fans and business. So it's not related to dentistry or orthodontia at all, but in this case it's medical, health, and wellness related. This is a campaign for another dentist, Sand Lake Center for Advanced Dentistry. This is an offer claim. Now, it's not enough to just get someone to like your post. You want that, obviously, and you want people talking about you, but you ultimately need action. You need actual trackable sales, right? That's what you want. You want more business. That's the whole point of being on social media, is ultimately to make you money, because if it doesn't make you money, don't do it. If I don't make you money, fire me. So in this case, this was an offer, $1,250 off of Invisalign, regular $5,250. There was a deadline. I cut the ad off a little bit. You can't see all of it, but if you see this magic number, 140 people claimed this. What that means is they click this Get Offer button on Facebook, and a pop-up occurs on Facebook. Try it next time you're on Facebook. Claim an offer, and you'll see up-pop instructions on how to get the deal, and then Facebook sends you an instant email to the email address associated with your Facebook account, and it's coming from Facebook, so it's got a 100% deliverability rate and no spam, and Facebook will immediately also send you an email with the instructions on how to get this deal. So 140 people claim this. Now, does that mean that all 140 people became patients of hers? Of course not. You claim the offer, you hit getting offers like opting in. So not every opt-in obviously buys, but you can't get buys if you don't have opt-ins. And this is the best way to get a Facebook opt-in. This ad, incidentally, it costs $300 in ad spend for a month, and she's got over $36,000. She's sold over $36,000 in dentistry from it. How many of you would like to spend $300 to get $36,000 in business? It's a good ROI. This is for consultations. This woman is an energy healer, and she wants people to have 30 minutes toward their first session. And in this case, 48 people claimed the offer. She's got a much smaller marketplace than our dentist friend, and energy healing is a lot more niche market than Invisalign is. 19 people liked it, 3 people shared it, 4 people reposted it, and 48 people claimed it. This is the estate attorney Atlanta. This is Shane Smith. This was driving people to get his lead magnet, his lead generation free report, how to avoid the 7 deadly sins of estate planning. How many of you have a lead generation magnet, whether it's a report or a video series or an ebook or a webinar that you want people to attend? Hopefully everybody, right? If you've learned anything from Dave and Dustin, you know you need one of those. And that could be your signature talk. But you'll notice, how are you driving traffic to that opt-in page? Here, 84 people signed up to get his free report. And we ran this ad, again, based on credit card data. This ad went in front of people who were the right age, who made the right amount of money, who had the right of investable assets, so they had at least $1 million in the bank. So they presumably have a need for estate planning. We also, you see the graphics match the picture of the folks. These are affluent baby boomers. That's who the ad ran in front of, affluent baby boomers, who is his ideal customer, client for estate planning. So how many of you want to see the exact system? Again, that generated 270 opt-ins, 28 event attendees, 686 clicks, 29 new customers for less than $100, 41 consultation appointments, or 82 legal prospects. So what do you have to do? Because a lot of times I hear, oh my God, I don't have time for social media. Or you give it to the 22-year-old receptionist in your office because she's 22 and she's on Facebook, so therefore she's qualified to be a social media marketing expert. And she's not, by the way. Please don't have her do it. Unless you have her watch our course, and then she'll be an expert. So what do you have to do? You have to make us a manager of your Facebook page. You have to decide on what your pay-per-click budget is going to be, how much you're willing to invest for the traffic. And you can change that number every single month. So you could start, we have clients who spend $10 a day and, $300 a month. We have clients who spend $3,000 a month. We have clients who spend $600,000 a month. That's Mark Jack Canfield. But again, you can start small. You can scale it as it works. It's totally up to you. So decide on a pay-per-click budget. You need to, or have us do, run cheap like ads in front of your customer email list. What that means is we go to your customers, clients or patients, based on their email address, find them on Facebook, and then run an ad to get them to like your page, because they all need to like your page. Then we run an ad in front of all of their friends saying, hey John, Jane likes us, you should too. Instant social proof, instant testimonial, instant referral, and thus we bring in their friends. Then, here's the really cool part. We take your customer email list and we run our credit card algorithm through it. And we identify who is your ideal customer avatar. Literally, where do they go to eat, how much money they make, what do they do for a living, how old are they, how many kids do they have, what type of food do they buy at the grocery store, what type of books do they read, what type of magazines do they get. We run through thousands of different transactions and selects to find who is your exact ideal customer. Then we can run ads on Facebook because we can append that data to Facebook, get those ideal customers to like your page. Then we can run post-engagement ads to get them talking about you, and then run an offer claim ad like you saw and get them to opt in for something or come in for a consultation or go buy something or attend an event. We do all of that for you. That's the beauty of it. You're going to learn how to do it yourself if you want, but you can also get us to do it for you. All done for you. And then you have to post once a day, which again, we can teach you. We'll teach you exactly how to post. You won't have to worry about what to come up with anymore. Literally takes less than 5 minutes. And if you do have a 22-year-old assistant, we can literally train them how to post correctly as opposed to the random, crap that they come up with that doesn't work. So that's it. Literally 30 minutes a month takes care of everything if you do it yourself, or you can have us do it. So let me give you some examples. This is the ad, one of the ads we did for actual ad for Jack Canfield. This is an ad that goes in and shows up in the news feed of people on Facebook, and that's where you want all your ads to be. You'll learn this in our course, or if we do it for you, you won't have to, but you don't want any ads on the right side of the desktop because they don't work anymore. So many people are using Facebook on their cell phones that Mark Zuckerberg literally said, this is a quote earlier this year, Facebook should be considered a mobile company. So you want to do newsfeed only. So this was a want to write a book ad for Jack's bestsellerblueprint.com course, which was how to write a bestseller, like Jack does. 766,000 people saw it. Don't get attached to that number. He's Jack Canfield. He's got a huge list. But the cool part was 12,335 people liked it, 931 people talked about it, 3,513 shared it, and I'll show you actual results. We did 200 different campaigns for Jack based on different ways of slicing and dicing that credit card data. I'm going to show you one of them. So who's the ideal target market for someone for a how to write a bestseller course? Someone who wants to be a writer. So we went to people who had credit card charges at Writer's Digest, because if you bought something from Writer's Digest, you probably are learning to be a writer. 13,257 people saw that ad. 553 people clicked on it and went to the website. 270 of those opted in for his free video series. That's 48% opt-in rate. That's awesome. 452 of those people shared it with others with their Facebook friends, so we got more people than I'm actually showing you. And to get those 270 opt-ins, it only cost him $250.95. That's a pretty good deal. Incidentally, we were Jack's #1 affiliate for that launch and drove over $2.2 million in sales in a week. So this stuff really works. This is a free teleseminar. This is an event for a productivity coach. How to get back 5 to 15 hours per week by conquering your calendar. You'll see 67 people went to the event, but this one particular ad we did got 28 people to register for the event from that one ad we just showed you, which cost $53.52 an ad spend, which is again $1.91 per butt in the seat on a teleseminar. How many of you would like to have butts in the seats on your teleseminars or webinars for $1.91 each? Are you getting this? Are you seeing how this could work for you? This is Dr. Tom Orent, who spoke, who's a Titanium GKIC member, who spoke at the Info Summit last year and has a $5 million a year coaching program for dentists. We do all of his stuff. This is, will you be retired and be financially free or stay a slave to your practice? Free video is for you. So again, it's an ad in front of, and we ran it in front of dentists age, I think it was 55 to 68, who make X amount of money. So who could afford him, because his coaching program is $60,000 a year. So this is a traffic generation ad to watch his doodle animated video / signature talk. 35,062 dentists saw it. 696 went to his website at 35 cents a click. 696 ideal prospects, 35 cents a click, selling a $60,000 coaching program. I don't think you need to do the math. I think you get the idea that the ROI can be pretty insane. Are you seeing how this could totally transform your business? So what are the 5 keys to success on Facebook? Whether you do it yourself, whether you do it yourself after taking our course, or whether you have us do it. You need to post every single day, but you need to post non-business related content. If you're a car dealer and all you post every day is pictures of cars, nobody's going to pay attention to you. If you are a real estate guru, we represent a ton of those. If you're a get rich in real estate guru and all you post is about real estate, nobody will care. They will stop listening, because it's the equivalent of walking into a cocktail party and walking up to strangers going, "Hi, my name is Joe Schmo, want to buy something." "Hi, my name is Joe Schmo, want to buy something." They're going to stop talking to you, because they're going to think every time he comes back, he's going to try and sell me something. So you've got to post it's got to be content that's sort of related to your business, but not directly. So you saw the orthodontist posting about health. So real estate would post about not their product all day long, and not just real estate. They might post about other financial topics, other business-related topics, but not just about real estate. If you're an estate planning lawyer, you can't just post about estate planning. You've got to post about other stuff and be seen as a legal resource as opposed to only on your topic. You need to grow your fan base with a cheap like campaign in front of your customers. Then you want to clone your customers and run a cheap like campaign in front of your clones. You run a page post engagement ad on every post for broader reach, and we'll show you how to do that and why you should never hit the boost post button because it's a waste of money. Facebook wants you to click that boost post. Oh, it looks so easy. I just click boost post and 10,000 people are going to see my post. But they're not the 10,000 right people. So don't hit boost post. Save your money. If you want to hit it and shred your money, just send it to me or go to Vegas. And then make an offer and get people to sign up for it or go opt in or take advantage of whatever you want them to do. Those are the 5 keys to success on Facebook. Does that make sense? So how many of you want to see the exact system that is generating 270 opt-ins, 28 event attendees, website clicks, new customers, consultation appointments, legal prospects, and get ready to smile? So here's how it works. Here's what you get. Our course is called The Facebook Ninja. It is an 8-week Google Hangout course, and you're going to get a whole lot more than just this. It is 1 hour per week for 8 weeks. For those 8 weeks, the first 8 people who register, the first 8 people who sign up on the link below when it appears, I will build your Facebook campaigns right in front of you. So what we're going to do is 8 weeks, 8 hours. Each week I'll take a different person. So first week I'll take the first person who signs up. Second week I'll take the second person who signs up. And I will build all of those campaigns I just listed for you and write posts for you for in that hour. And everyone else will learn by watching me do it for that person, and everyone else will get to ask questions as I do it. That is valued at $6,400 because it's 8 hours of my time, and I charge $800 an hour at the time of this recording. Then you will get 8 CDs of the audio recordings of those 8 sessions, so you can listen in your car or on your iPhone. Value $797. You will also get the 8 DVDs. The 8 DVDs of those 8-hour sessions so you can watch as many times as you want. And this is really amazing for training purposes because then you can take these DVDs and give them to your assistant. You can give them to the 22-year-old and she'll get a graduate level social media marketing education and she'll know how to do all of this. And she'll learn how you can double your sales by legally stealing your competition's customers. You can have as many people watch this as you want. I don't care. You could train your whole staff and you fire your staff and hire a whole new staff. You could train them too. You can watch them as many times as you want. Those are $1,597. So you're getting the 8-week Google Hangout course, which is live with me, not an assistant, with me. You get the 8 CDs. You get the 8 DVDs. Then you get transcripts of all 8 hours. So you can read every single word next to the screenshots. So I'll have a shot of each screen next to the transcript of what I'm telling you. So you'll literally, if you want to, if you don't want to watch the DVD, or you can literally sit and page through the binder while you're doing your own campaigns. So in this way, the other advantage of this is you could train more than one person at the same time. You could literally have one assistant watching the DVDs and another assistant reading the transcripts at the exact same hour of the day and train multiple people at the same time. That is priceless. So again, the 8-week Google Hangout, the 8 CDs, the 8 DVDs, the transcripts. But wait, there's more. You also get our software that scrapes the user IDs off of Facebook. This retails for $307. What this does is, let's say that there was a Facebook group made up of your ideal target market. So for example, I have a client who is a chiropractor and has 5 offices, and one of them is in Loudoun County, Virginia. And his ideal patient is the stay-at-home mom, the mom of 2 or 3 kids, the affluent mom of suburban mom of 2 or 3 kids. There is a Facebook group called the Real Housewives of Loudoun County, which is made up of like 1,300 affluent Loudoun County suburban housewives. It's his exact target market. And if I try and put an ad in front of them, you can't. It's a closed group. But our software will scrape the user IDs of all 1,200 of them, allow him to upload that as a custom audience in Facebook, and he can put ads in front of them now when he couldn't do it any other way. So this software, even though it's not mine, I didn't develop it, we just use it. It's valued at $307 because that's what it retails for. That's what we pay to buy it for you. We don't make any money giving it to you. We don't mark it up. But we love that software because it makes our job so much easier. And it's really easy to use. So again, 8-week Google Hangout, 8 CDs, 8 DVDs, transcripts, software. You get a library of our ads and case studies from Jack Canfield, from Ron LeGrand, from Tom Arendt, from all of our celebrity clients, which again is a priceless value. I will show you exactly what I did. I will show you why I did what I did, and I will show you the actual numbers of how it worked, which you can use to build your own campaigns. It's like the best Facebook marketing, most effective swipe file you could ever get. You get our Facebook ad writing course in how to write a Facebook ad. That alone is worth the price of admission because it step by step takes you through exactly what to do. So even though I'm going to teach you live on the Hangout and you're going to have the recordings, you also get the course. You also get our separate Facebook ad writing course in addition to all of that. I teach a monthly marketing seminar mastermind group that meets once a month. It's usually the second Friday of every month, and it's in person, and it's 3 hours of me teaching our cutting-edge marketing techniques. It's part seminar, part mastermind. So I teach, and then we work on everybody's stuff in the room. There are about 40 to 50 people who come in and attend physically in that room, and then there's another 80 or so who watch online in the Facebook membership site for our mastermind group. They watch the virtual version. They watch the videos, so you get the video, the 3 hours of video, you get the PowerPoint slides, you get the Word docs, the JPEGs of any marketing campaigns we're teaching you how to execute. We give you whatever you need to go do them. That is $2,364. That's what we charge. You get 12 months of access to that as well. So we'll keep you on the cutting edge and teach you all the new stuff we're developing along the way. You also get our search engine optimization audit, because what if your website's not getting found where you want it to? We run like a 20-page audit. We tell you exactly where you are for the keywords you should rank for. We tell you why you're not ranking where you should, and better yet, we tell you how to fix it without paying some SEO firm tens of thousands of dollars. We normally charge on our website, it's actually $997 for our search engine optimization audit, because not only do we do the audit, but then we spend time going over it with you. We go over it with you for over an hour, explaining it to you, and then we give you the copy. We record the video of us presenting it to you. You get the PDF of the audit. You can take both of those and hand it to your web guy or your SEO guy and go do this, and it will tell them exactly how to fix your website. So that's included. So again, you've got the Google Hangout, the CDs, the DVDs, the transcripts, the software, the library of ads, the ad writing course, the marketing mastermind group, the search engine audit, and your marketing library. It would not be complete without some of these books. I am biased, obviously. So I will include copies of my best-selling book, Cutting Edge Marketing Magic, which sells on Amazon for $17.02. Interesting story about that. Somebody bought it on Amazon. And then you know how Amazon says like a week later, do you want to resell your stuff? They put it up for sale on Amazon for $997. And somebody else bought it from them. And then the story got on CNN. So, because it was the most expensive book sold on Amazon. So I did not plan that. It wasn't a publicity stunt, and I don't know who those people were. And I'm kicking myself that I didn't think of it. But technically, this book is a $1,000 value because some stranger bought it from another stranger for $1,000 on Amazon. So you get a copy of my book. You get a copy of my other book, Financial Advisor Marketing Magic. You get a copy of my book, Real Estate Marketing Magic. Then you get a copy of Dan Kennedy's No BS Direct Marketing for non-direct marketing businesses. You get a copy of Dan Kennedy's The Ultimate Sales Letter. And you get a copy of Dan Kennedy's Marketing to the Affluent. Because no marketing library would be complete without those 6 books. So that's the 8-week Google Hangout, the 8 CDs, the 8 DVDs, the transcripts, the software at $307, the library of ads, the ad writing class, the $2,364 mastermind group for a year, the SEO audit for $1,000, the 6 different books, and email access to me, which is obviously priceless. As long as you don't abuse the privilege, you can email me and ask me questions, and I will get back to you in a reasonable time frame. Reasonable is going to be 24 to 48 hours, because again, we have several hundred clients to take care of as well. And there's always something going on here. But I will respond personally to your emails. So, you get all of that, which is a crazy... Now that I look at it, I really should take some of that stuff down. That's a crazy offer. That's really a lot, way over-delivering. You also... But wait, I forgot. I threw in more. You also get 2 critiques of your Facebook ad campaigns. Again, that's an hour each of my time, so that's $1,600. You send me your ad campaign and say, hey, this isn't working. Help. Or, hey, how do I make this better? This is our best performing campaign. How do we make it even better? And I will tell you exactly what to do to fix it or make it better. And I will spend 2 hours doing that for you. So that is, again, $1,600. So you get the 8-week Google Hangout, the 8 CDs, the 8 DVDs, the transcripts, the software, the library of ads, the Facebook ad writing course, the 12 months of access to our virtual marketing mastermind group, the SEO audit, the 6 books, Cutting Edge Marketing Magic, Financial Advisor Marketing Magic, Real Estate Marketing Magic, Dan Kennedy's Direct Response Marketing, Dan Kennedy's Ultimate Sales Letter, Dan Kennedy's Marketing Affluent, email access to me, and 2 critiques of your Facebook ad campaigns. If you add all that up, that's an actual honest-to-God retail value of $15,155.55. It's a lot. We normally sell it for $4,997. Dustin twisted my arm when he said, I want to share what you're doing with our group. He said, you've got to give them an absolutely brain-dead, killer, unbelievable, I'd have to be an idiot not to accept it offer. And I said, well, it's $15,000 worth of stuff for $49.97. He said, you got to do even better than that. I said, all right, man, if you guys hadn't made me a fortune on my own signature talk, I wouldn't do it. But for the Speaking Empire folks, today only, it is $2,497 for all of that. Now, how'd you like to get it all done for you? The done for you level, so you enroll in the course for $24.97. For an additional $1,500 a month, we will write your posts for you every single day. We will run all your ads for you every single day. We will clone your customers. We will run your monthly offers to attract you new customers, prospects, clients, and patients. And we will report to you every month on every ad campaign and how it's working. That service is what we normally do for our clients. It's normally $3,000 a month. It's legit. You can see on our website the order form. We charge $3,000 a month. Justin said I had to cut it in half. And so for $1,500 a month, we will. So you enroll in the course for $24.97, and if you want it all done for you, it's another $1,500 a month plus the ad spend. How'd you like to get it all for free? If you simply refer 3 other business owners who invest in the program, I'll give you yours for free. And you've got up to 90 days to do that. So let's say you enroll in the course today, and in the next month you tell 6 people, and 3 of them come to me and buy. I will give you your money back, and you will have it for free. Or if you enroll in the Done For You version, which is the $24.97 for the course and the $1,500 a month, if you refer 3 people who buy the Done For You version, then your Done For You version is free. I can't make it any better than that. But because the Done For You version is obviously a lot more work because we're doing all of that for you, we can only accept 15. So it is first come, first serve. So here's the deal. The course itself, as you saw, Facebook Ninja, is $24.97. And the first 8 people who enroll, those 8-week course, those 8 sessions will be those first 8 people. I will build your ads for you for an hour. So first person gets the first week for an hour, second person who enrolls gets the second week for an hour, etc., etc. Now, am I going to be able to create every single ad you're ever going to need the rest of your life in an hour? Of course not. But I'll get all your campaigns up and running in an hour, depending on questions, and you'll have a huge jump start. So you want to be one of those first 8 people in the course. So that's the course, and then there's obviously the done for you, which we can make quite a few of those available. I believe we currently have about 30 in stock. I'll have to double check on that, and I'll post below the video. There'll be a post of how many we've got left. And we only have 15 done for you slots because of how much time it takes. So that's first 15, first come, first serve at the done for you version. So you'll see below this when the add to cart button show up for the course itself, there'll be an add to cart button, and then there'll be an add to cart button for the done for you version. Also, think about the fact if you have competition, if there's a possibility that they may see this, you can advertise based on credit card transactions. If people are charging their fees at your competition on a credit card, you can advertise to your competitor's customer list. Well, what if they did that to you? So you've got to make sure that your competition does not sign up for this. You've got to sign up first, because if you have signed up and someone else signs up and comes to me and says, hey, I want to advertise in front of John's clients. Well, John's a client of mine, so sorry, we won't do that to him. We do not advertise in front of any of our clients' lists for other clients like that, because that would not be fair. So if you want one of these spots, if you're watching this video on YouTube or somewhere else, go to ultimatemarketingmagician.com/speakingempire. If you're already here at ultimatemarketingmagician.com/speakingempire, then just hit the yellow add to cart button below. There will be two. There is one for the course itself, and then one for the course plus the done for you version. And it's first come, first serve. Like I said, we've only got 15 done for you slots, and we've got 30 courses. I will post a countdown timer of how many we've got left of each of those so you know. But Dustin wanted me to make this available to you folks, to you. So I hope you take advantage of it and join our list of incredibly satisfied clients. I look forward to making you a raving fan of Market Domination LLC as well. That's where the credit card charge will show from. That's the legal name of our company, is Market Domination. And I look forward to getting you the same results. We've gotten people like Dustin and Dave and Jack Canfield and Ron LeGrand and Tom Arendt and lots of other fabulous, happy clients. Thanks so much for letting me share this with you, and we look forward to working with you.